Let's talk about three veteran bats who have had a power outage to this point in the season. And oddly enough, I mean, Freddie Freeman and Nolan Arenado did homer here on Tuesday. Freeman went 3 for 5 with his 6th home run in game 1 of their doubleheader. He added 2 more hits in game 2. And I mean, there are some things under the hood. The quality of contact is down a little bit for Freddie Freeman. And with all three of these guys, I mean, they're all 33 years old or older. So it could just be like, all right, it's getting a little bit harder to hit for power. Nolan Arenado is the next name, 1 for 4 with a walk and his 4th home run. And he has just a 677 OPS. Average exit velocity is way down year over year. The barrel rate way down. Infield fly ball rate is a career high 20%. So it's been pretty messy for Arenado. And same thing could be said for George Springer, who homered on a Monday. That was his first since April 24th. He added 2 more hits and 3 walks on Tuesday, but he is batting .204. He's only got 4 home runs, a .304 slug, and like Arenado, the quality of contact is way down for Springer. Anything that stands out in particular with any of these 3 names, or are you just like pretty confident they're all going to get back on track?
I am not particularly confident in Arenado and Springer. Probably more confident in Arenado. He sounds pretty frustrated right now. He was talking about, the kind of hitter I am. I haven't been that guy in like a year, is basically what he said. And, he talked about how he's usually pulling everything and hitting for power to the pull side, and he just hasn't been able to do it. Given that we've seen him succeed with middling or frankly worse quality of contact metrics, I think Nolan Arenado can get going. The one that stands out to me, and this was something that I remember seeing get talked about a little bit very early in the season, is Freddie Freeman has been not very good against fastballs this season. Looking at Baseball Savant's run values by pitch type, he has been -4. He's been worth -4 runs against 4 seamers, -3 against sinkers. Last year it was 20 and 12 respectively. And, I saw someone point out that, he said something about like, I hope Shohei Ohtani steals 80 bases ahead of me or something. And he said, I'll pass on fastballs if he wants to run. And I wonder if there's something there that he's like passing on some hittable pitches in order to give Ohtani opportunities to run. I don't know. That's the one thing that I could see, but my actual level of concern for Freddie Freeman is basically 0. He's got such a long track record that I am very confident he's going to figure it out.
So to give some other numbers against the fastball, his average exit velocity and max exit velocity against the fastball are basically exactly the same as last year. His swinging strike rate is the highest in 5 years, but he pretty regularly had higher swinging strike rates against the fastball before then. So I don't think it's like a Paul Goldschmidt situation with Freeman, and I've had no inclination to move him down from first in the first base rankings.
Yeah, same.
I have moved. Actually, the one of these 3 who I've kind of given up on is Arenado. I keep moving third baseman ahead of him, and third base hasn't even been that great of a position, but he just like he has one trick. He's basically Isaac Paredes, and it's certainly since Colorado he's been Isaac Paredes, and if that trick isn't playing anymore, then there really isn't much there. Springer at least walks and he steals bases, and I wouldn't rule out either of them bouncing back. I just don't know that bouncing back in Nolan Arenado's case is enough to get excited about.
Last thing I'll add on George Springer, and this seems to be some kind of clear Blue Jays team philosophy. The pull rate is down for all of them. And George Springer, when he was at his best, 2 years ago, it was a 48% pull rate. Last year, 39.5%. This year, it's down to 35%. So that pull rate, like Bo Bichette, like Vlad, it's been down for George Springer, and the ground balls, a career high. So those two things in conjunction, it is going to lead to less home runs. And this could be the start of like, all right, maybe Springer's a 15 to 20 home run hitter moving forward type thing, unless he can get back to pulling the ball and doing so in the air. But we'll see where it goes from here. I think Freeman is probably the one I'm least worried about. Last thing on him, Freeman had 4 home runs in the first 2 months of 2022, and then 17 from June 1st on. So it's not crazy for him to get hot once the weather starts to heat up a little bit.